Welcome to The Spill, where we interview interesting people, and today on the show we have the boys from the website that gives advice on Dream Team, DT Talk. Boys, welcome to the show.
Thanks, mate. Good to be here.
How long have you guys been running the website for?
Yeah, we've been going with that for about 6 years now, so it's been, very fun. 6 years, sort of started as a bit of a sit around the lounge room, a few beers, and then, we did our first show, and the website rolled on from that, so it's been really fun.
What do you guys do for careers outside of Dream Team Talk?
We're school teachers, believe it or not. It's a bit hard to believe, isn't it? Warnie and Roy are both high school teachers. They do PE, bit of maths.
Yeah,
Good Dream Team combo, the maths and PE, so teaching them how to play as well as that up their schools, so that's what we're about. Yeah, I do primary school, so I only got the little ones, so a little bit different, but...
I did teach primary school for 1 year, and we just it was, but that was the highlight every Monday. We had the big ladder in the classroom, and that definitely incorporate the old Dream Team into teaching for sure.
What issue do you think has had the biggest impact this past season?
For me, it would be just injuries and sort of misleading information you get from coaches. You know, a guy's out for 2 weeks, and then 8 weeks later you still don't see him. So that's probably my biggest issue.
Which player do you pick, whether he's had a good pre-season or if he hasn't, if he's broken down? Who do you pick?
Dane Swan is just a lock for me every year. I love Swanee.
9 times out of 10 he hasn't had a good pre-season because he's just lazy and well, some may say fat. But he dominates every week. What do you average? About 130-something.
He's a machine.
Killer. You don't only get one Swan, you get 2 when you make him captain.
Exactly
A
right.
must have. I think every team has to start with him, otherwise you're on the back foot right away.
Who has been your best rookie pickup from this season and from the whole time you've played the game?
Oh, of all time.
Barlow would have to be.
Barlow's there. Well, Prentice is up there for us. We got Prentice and no one else sort of did, but this year it has to be Zorko.
Yeah.
Zorko's been awesome and now replaces other people on your field like Dustin Martin, Mitch Robinson. You sit those guys on the bench to play Zorko now.
Breaking traditional DT rules of always giving you premiums that first go at it.
He's been so good.
Been pretty lucky this year. There's been quite a few good rookies all across. Like with GWS coming in, like guys like Adam Trelaw. If it was any other year, he probably would be our best rookie.
Green's been amazing.
Awesome. And even Gibson from North Melbourne's been a champion as well. And a lot of those guys we've had to use this year, which has been really good for us. So to get massive points out of those guys and made the game a bit more fun because you're not wearing a bad rookie score.
Yeah, good point.
What has been your biggest Dream Team mistake?
Playing.
In my whole career, no, yours is the best story.
Oh, yeah, John Cock.
Yeah, back when I was a bit of a rookie, we live and breathe it, but I didn't actually really check the injury list that week, and so I traded in Graham Johncock, and I didn't realise that he actually broke his leg the week before that, and so I used a trade. That was a bad one.
Where do you guys put most of your cash when you're first putting your Dream Team together? Do you put it in the forwards, the backs, the mids, the rucks? Where do you guys put them?
I like to load up in the mids.
Yeah, my money's pretty evenly dispersed actually. I just chase value wherever it is and see what happens.
Yeah, about the same. I think you just need to make sure you do get in those guys that are your premium DT players, because without them, you're not going to score very well, obviously. But you've got to get those guys in and then build it around that, I think. So you sort of spend up with the best guys that you think that you need from the start to the end. So, yeah.
With the Gold Coast and GWS gold mines drying up, where do you think the next big bunch of recruits are going to come from?
I guess teams that are going to put players through. So I don't know where they'll be. Brisbane might blood a few more.
It's those developing teams, isn't it? Like that was Richmond a few years ago. But it's going to be maybe your Freos, like even Melbourne. They're going to have to play rookies because they've got no one else to play. They're all terrible. So they're going to have to start blooding new players.
There's already those young guns too that were just too young this year, like O'Meara and that. So there is going to be plenty to.
There will be, and draft's obviously going to be interesting to see which sort of mature age players come through, because they're the ones that have the biggest Dream Team impact.
Ready to go.
This year too were in the mix, weren't they? Emergencies a few times, and they'll have a full pre-season under them by next year, and I reckon there'll be a lot there. I reckon that we can pick from.
Easy.
How many players and who are on your never ever pick again list?
everyone I traded this mine never again. Greg Broughton's definitely for you, mate.
Yeah, he's definitely there. 2 years in a row, I don't usually admit this, but 2 years in a row, I've started with him, traded him out, got him back in, and traded him out. That's just unheard of.
So for me, it would be
stupidity.
Stanton would be mine. Like, I chased him at an average of like 130 or something, and I paid millions of dollars for him. And now you couldn't even trade him for a bucket of chips. Like, he's not worth anything at all. He's terrible.
Yeah, very cool. Broughts and Todd Goldstein for me. Very reactive coach.
Who has been the best forward from this past season?
Has to be Dane Beams. Because he's a midfield forward, you get him at the dual position length, so you can play him in either position. But obviously, sitting him as a forward, you basically got an extra midfielder. And his year has been awesome.
You want the guys that can play midfield because a true forward isn't really going to score you as bigger points as the midfielders do. So, yeah, I think Beams would be far and away the best this year.
Easy.
Well, guys, that's all we have time for. It's been a pleasure having you guys on the show. Hope we get to do this again sometime. Back to you guys in the studio.